Jumbo ham slices! I am the Husky!
I am the Ham!
And today on Dragon
Bites,
we are going to be continuing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It has been a long time since we played this game. And it has nothing to do with the quality of the game. The game is very good. We have other obligations that we need to fulfill in our lives. Some of which we don't want to, but we have no choice. I think we were right on the tippy tip of a trial.
Yes, and
so we shall see how this goes over.
We're gonna see how this goes over months after we've done a investigation.
I don't think it was months.
Whatever. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation months ago, and they were gathered by the red door. They've been waiting there for so long. And as soon as we were all there,
Monokuma appears!
Excuse me?
Okay, I must have been forgetting a lot of stuff. What is...
No, I don't remember this either.
Okay, hello. He's multiplied? Oh no, they're multiplying.
No!
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. You want to see me run out to that mountain and back? You want to see me do it again?
Shut up! Continue.
Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Oh my god, stop it.
Can we just get on the elevator already? We've been waiting here for a good 3 months. My hair's down to my ass. I don't like it.
You're not playing along, Echo.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Wow, he was shut down easily.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Oh, I can't wait to take the frickin' subway to the trial room. Okay, then shall we?
Please.
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared! You can't run away anymore, Hiro! You're gonna pay for your sins!
What?
I'm gonna slap you with a freaking Bible!
I told you already, I didn't do it, for serious!
That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note?
Well, no, but...
How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
Okay, let's take like 4 steps that way. And then...
She's right. Let's get down here first. Then the story can really begin.
Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Ifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. For the 2 that lost their lives. Oh god. Oh yeah. Thank you for the horrific memories. The one who killed Ifumi and Taka, the one who killed 2 of her friends. The killer is... someone right here. Alright, so here I'm gonna start asking. You do it? No. Did you do it?
No.
You in the back, did you do it?
No!
Did you do it?
No!
Okay, I'm abandoning the gag. I'm just going on the elevator. I took one last...
I'm the one who did it!
Okay, well that makes it simple. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own.
Ooh, like any elevator would.
Ooh! The steel box began to move.
Yes, because as we all know, all elevators usually have a freaking door that you can open on your own accord.
Clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I don't know why that sounded like a cash register, but I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop.
Welcome to the Despair High School 7-Eleven. I thought that was actually pretty good at Monokuma impressions.
It was pretty good, yeah. the elevator doors.
Oh my god.
The elevator doors slid open. Opening up, oh my god. Opening up onto a cruel fate.
When I see all you got together like this, I realize just how few you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you!
Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
Do we really need to explain this again?
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me! Of course I'm gonna start it! I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break!
We literally had one for like 3 months. We don't need another one.
Yoo-hoo!
I never held out on you like that. Okay, let's begin! Get to your assigned seats!
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. It's a lot of deadly stuff going on.
Yeah? Let's do this.
Class trial!
All right.
Now then, to begin with, we already know who did it. Was that?
Was that?
Was it?
He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place.
Oh, come on!
Seriously?
I am in the middle of a class trial here!
Alright, I think the phone shut off already.
Okay.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Well, wait a minute.
Who are you calling a murderer?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Now, my question is, why would you want to look like a transformer while killing everyone?
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Is Hero really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear? By spinning around in a circle, we get again.
Let's go on the rinse cycle.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Okay, it's one of these things. That handwriting is awful messy. Oh, right. I think the handwriting didn't match on like the blueprints.
That's right, it didn't.
Or something. Okay.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
What do you mean I
that
think
you
I'm gonna...
are
Oh,
the
fuck
culprit.
you!
It's not true. It's
Hero, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
It's not true! It's bullshit! I did not do... I did
Shut
not kill
up!
her! I did not!
Why are you giving me? Stop it.
The blueprints, the suit parts.
What do you mean,
they are
-5?
all proof enough that you are
Oh,
the
you-
culprit.
Maybe I'm forgetting the button. Hold on.
The blueprints, the suit.
I was
There we
forgetting the
go.
button. Okay. It's been a while.
We sure Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
Oh.
You could think the same person made both of them.
Yeah.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
I could not do that.
Some people can.
I definitely could not.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
He's got a point.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hero's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero's innocent as well.
What?
Wait, you agree with us on something?
Seriously?
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
It was me, okay.
Is it like Hero said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Okay, why do I have to tell him? And of course he passes it off to me. I was just about to agree with you on something, dude. Why you gotta...
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The Illuminati.
What? No! Well, remember, he was in the Justice suit. He got stuck in it, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Other
yeah,
than
duh.
Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Okay,
Right.
Thank you for wasting everyone's time on that.
So what you're
freaking
saying
side.
is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem
Okay.
that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
They must have been the
It was the dolly. The dolly.
Dolly.
Yeah.
I got it!
Got it! Still one more thing. The thing that was used to move Taka's body, that must have... Oh.
It had to be the tarp.
Oh, the
tarp.
tarp. Tarp.
I got it!
Got it!
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
So is that a yes or a no?
Took 1 full second longer.
Are you really that flabbergasted that we actually have working brain cells?
What's with the attitude? It took him 1 more second to answer than I would have liked him to.
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
True.
Yes.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
I don't think there could be literally anything else that it could have been.
Yeah.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
What's another thing?
Celeste, I have no idea how else somebody could move a body like that.
Do you have wheels on the back of you? I don't think so.
Was there a fucking dumbwaiter somewhere?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Well, to tell the truth, I didn't see it in the picture during the flashback.
No, I saw it.
That dolly was made specifically
Oh,
for
wait.
moving large objects between the
Was it?
repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
Objection!
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Celeste, what the fuck?
Celeste, come on! You're my favorite character who hasn't died yet. Don't make that change, please. Because every character that I like the most so far has been axed off.
Celeste, I'm never buying your personal pizzas ever again.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Wow. Never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. Maybe I could change your mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. You're still giving me tutorial shit? Freaking new element has been added.
I am a B&D.
Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. At the bottom of the screen underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. From now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Great. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark.
Oh boy.
Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key and tap the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a function alongside with the buttons.
Right mouse button and left mouse button.
You will automatically reload at the start of fever time and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all. Well, that's great. In which case, you can ignore everything I just said. Well, I can't, because I didn't do that. Now, did I? Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, this. Oh, God.
Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I can't agree. You're a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Like how the gambler's saying lies will get you nowhere.
Do your worst. Away with you.
Oh, God. Frickin'
Do your worst. Away with you.
Miserable wretch.
I can't freaking say shit!
Well, that didn't work out.
Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say because I don't have rhythm.
You're dead!
Do your worst. You miserable wretch.
I'm done. Don't call me a miserable wrench. I'm not a wrench.
Wrench, not wrench. Wrench. You miserable wrench.
Celeste after buying like a broken wrench from Home Depot or something.
How can a wrench be broken?
No. It's a little wrench.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
I did it!
Hey!
Okay! I figured it out again! Figuring out weird mechanics.
If you're asking
Okay.
for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Okay, I forgot
True.
that part.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Oh, right. I forgot that blood in this game looks like Pepto-Bismol.
The dolly threw the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Okay.
And as the blood dried on
I
the
don't know
tire,
why.
they moved the body into the
But
repository.
whatever.
I have no idea how I forgot that, but I did.
So
No. I mean, I don't know why it's
the dolly
pink.
was used to move
Anyway.
Taka's body.
Jeez, Celeste really gave me that much?
Well,
She doesn't.
anyway, that
I
was
hope
just
not.
something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Something we had to get out of the way. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of my new
How
glasses?
Robo
Anyway.
Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'd be happy
Okay.
to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look
Then do
at
it!
how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Look at how the body was moved. It'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that?
Well, it is true that you could barely move around in that suit. That's the thing.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah.
Right.
But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you
That
can
one,
push the
that
dolly
one. That one,
forward.
okay.
All you'd have to do is bend.
Bend over.
No, that's wrong. You're
No.
absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, Do you think you could actually get into a position?
Exactly. Because Hero could barely move in it.
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm glad it's bad in here. I can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
I have no idea how anybody could even manage to do that.
Do that and walk with the heavy suit on? Good luck.
It would be very hard. Like,
You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
that's a good point.
Totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Yes.
Yeah, see, even crazy tongue girl over here agrees with you.
Even Hoagie agrees. Isn't that right, Hoagie?
For those of you who don't know, Hoagie is Eric's cat.
Yes.
Anyway.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
True.
Isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance the costume's taken off just to move the body because...
You can't take it off by yourself.
Yeah.
Because Hero was stuck in it. You couldn't get out of it.
Right. Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help?
Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
I didn't make the stupid frickin' thing.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's
True.
So, it's really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
That is true.
If whoever
I do remember her.
is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt?
That guy hit me.
What guy?
Robo-Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
That would be wise so that none of you die, yes?
Yeah!
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps.
Which is exactly how you solve a crime.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
Like you. Anyway.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong?
I saw a shadow! Something moving around at the top of the stairs!
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I saw him! The strange costumed man! He ran off as soon as I screamed! I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared!
and then...
I forget who says that.
I don't remember either.
Huh?
What was that? That came from downstairs! It must have been...
Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. It doesn't sound quite like himself. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Ouch.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared!
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
So what was the purpose of moving them then?
I don't know!
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And
What?
from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Oh man.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. By getting dizzy and spinning in a circle again.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came
No, we
last.
don't.
No, we don't.
Say that.
So it must be that line right there.
That he while Taka's dead.
We already know what order they were killed
Oh,
in.
shit. Wait,
No, that's not right.
Or
Okay,
perhaps
so
we
it was
already
the
know
other
what came
option.
last.
But wait, listen to the whole thing before you...
Justice hammers.
That's what I was saying. You gotta listen to the whole freaking, like, dialogue before you pick anything.
But there were only two
So,
options.
regarding, we already know what order they were killed in. Taka
Okay.
came last
Okay, I think I figured it out.
Makes you say that.
Oh, you did?
because of the numbering of the justice.
No,
There.
it's wrong.
I had
What
to do
was
the-
it?
I had to do the flashback thing.
Oh,
Feature that I
okay.
forgot
There's no
about.
reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
That is true.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
My
You're
God.
saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he has
The wristwatch.
watch.
The wristwatch.
The watch.
The watch.
The watch. Shite. H! Yeah! Oh my god. I got that with 0 seconds left.
I got it.
Oh my God.
Taka's wristwatch.
Okay.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Hey! You! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Apparently forever, because my freaking controller disconnected. Freaking,
Oh my God.
come on. Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls!
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before
Yeah.
Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's true.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
Oh my God.
Exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now,
That is-
if Taka was
Wow.
killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
Oh.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They probably destroyed it.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait!
That is true.
Inside Jill did it! She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, It is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead
I mean, that's what we do at the beginning of every
I
round.
propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could have not gone for more than a minute or two, though.
So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
What?
Zombies!
No. There's no way.
Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another ghost!
It's a zombie, you get it right.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Wait a minute. Oh my god. This is a theory. Could it be that Hifumi killed Taka? But maybe something happened that he ended up getting hurt and succumbing to those injuries. Because if you remember, there was that really cliche thing at the end of the last recording where one of Aoi's tears dripped onto Hifumi and he came back to life momentarily and then died again.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? Broken wristwatch. Broken wristwatch.
Close enough.
I have one heart
When we
left.
first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. He
Just listen to the whole thing before you do anything.
I know.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, wait, I have ideas.
Okay.
I hope I'm right with this.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, no, it wasn't. Shit.
Oh god.
No, I apparently don't know what I'm doing, Kyoko.
You can still start over though.
Oh, okay, I had 2 lives. Okay. Alright. Or no, I didn't. What? Nobody believes me. Oh no! Oh, blah, 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 blah. You're dead! Ha ha ha! You dead! Nobody believes you. You're a stupid idiot. Ha ha ha.
I like how they just keep giving you chances. Like, if this was real life, you'd be killed off
I
already.
would be. I would
Hifumi
be
in the
so.
nurse's office.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No. Don't
Huh?
no.
What has to... What?
These words tire me. Okay, let me see. Well, let me freaking go through this derp again.
You're going to die! Would you like a slushie before I take you to the execution chamber?
It's strawberry flavored.
God damn it. Ow! I set my hand way too hard on the table. Ow.
Maybe the announcement announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Finally! Finally!
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
I was trying to just ask that, but it was trying to figure out which combination made sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together.
Yes, call him out on his laziness.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Oh!
Answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Yes, I am! Okay.
Well, then wait a minute. If that's the case, then it must have been intended for Hifumi, because I think Makoto was the first one to discover Taka, right?
Maybe?
Because he was in the closet, or the freaking laboratory, or whatever the heck it was.
Equipment room, I think?
Equipment room, yeah. Hifumi, on the other hand, was in the nurse's office, so it had to be for Hifumi, not Taka.
No, actually, that was plenty. Huh? He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Oh.
The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment. Wait.
I think it was after Hifumi came back to life.
Maybe it was when they were rediscovered.
No, I don't think so.
We'll try this one. Okay, it was this.
Well, it's not like you lose a wife, so... Never mind!
I think it might be that one. Because they were, like, rediscovered, and I guess the killer, like, killed them for real during the rediscovery or something.
Oh, maybe.
I got it!
Yeah, there we go.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Oh, shit. Oh.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Oh.
So Hifumi wasn't dead the first time.
No.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So
Oh my God.
Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
That could be used in reaction to so many things.
Yes, it could.
That is the worst logic I've ever heard.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Next time on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. You really brought me back to life just to read that? Hina, I'm gonna need another teardrop.
Yes, his pants.
Why do you have to word it like that?
Stop trying to steal the the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
What? Why are you calling her a walrus? What about me screams walrus to you? Rawr!
Shush. The adults are talking now.
God damn it. Really? Really?
Ahem, who has their phone out? I will be confiscating that. You get detention!
Oh boy. And, that's about it.